If you drive a Volkswagen or an Audi and that yellow EPC light suddenly pops up on your dashboard, chances are the car instantly feels weak, unresponsive, or like it's barely moving, no matter how hard you press the gas. For many people, this happens out of nowhere. One day, the car is driving perfectly fine, and the next day, it feels like it's stuck in survival mode. That EPC light is one of the most misunderstood warning lights on VW and Audi vehicles, and because of that, a lot of owners end up spending money on parts they never actually needed. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what causes the EPC light to come on, and more importantly, how to properly fix each common issue step by step. This is not guesswork. This is the same logical repair process you'd follow in your garage or professional workshop once you understand how the system works. Let's start by quickly understanding what the EPC system is actually doing. On modern VW and Audi cars, your gas pedal does not open the throttle directly. When you press the pedal, sensors inside the pedal send electrical signals to the engine computer. The computer checks those signals against other data like engine speed, airflow, temperature, and brake pedal position. Once everything makes sense, the computer commands the throttle body to open electronically. The EPC system constantly checks that every signal matches what it expects. If even one part of that chain disagrees, the system reacts immediately. It turns on the EPC light and limits engine power to prevent damage or unsafe behavior. Now let's get into the real fixes, starting with the most common problem. One of the number one causes of an EPC light on VW and Audi vehicles is a dirty or sticky throttle body. Over time, oil vapors from the PCV system mix with dust and form carbon buildup around the throttle plate. This buildup makes it harder for the throttle motor to move smoothly. When the throttle plate doesn't open or close exactly as commanded, the engine computer sees a mismatch between pedal input and throttle position. That's enough to trigger the EPC light and force the car into limp mode. To fix this properly, you'll need to clean the throttle body and then perform a throttle body alignment. Start by disconnecting the battery. This prevents accidental throttle movement while you're working. Remove the intake hose connected to the throttle body. On most VW and Audi engines, the throttle body is held in place with 4 bolts and an electrical connector. Carefully unplug the connector and remove the throttle body. Once it's off the engine, you'll usually see a black, sticky ring of carbon buildup around the throttle plate. Spray a dedicated throttle body cleaner onto a clean cloth and gently wipe the buildup away. Do not force the throttle plate open by hand unless the manufacturer allows it. Let the cleaner do the work. Once the throttle body is clean and dry, reinstall it with a new gasket if required. Reconnect the electrical connector and intake hose, then reconnect the battery. Here's the critical step many people skip. You must perform a throttle body alignment. Without this, the engine computer still thinks the throttle plate is dirty and misaligned. Using a scan tool like VCDS, turn the ignition on without starting the engine. Go into the engine control module, select basic settings, and run the throttle body adaptation procedure. You'll hear the throttle motor cycling open and closed. When the scan tool shows that adaptation is complete, turn the ignition off for about 30 seconds. Then start the car and let it idle. In many cases, the EPC light will be gone, and throttle response will be back to normal. Next, let's talk about one of the simplest but most overlooked EPC fixes, the brake light switch. VW and Audi vehicles use the brake pedal signal as part of their engine safety logic. Inside the brake light switch are 2 separate circuits. One turns the brake lights on, and the other communicates with the engine computer. These 2 signals must agree at all times. If the switch begins to fail internally, the brake lights may still work, but the engine computer sees inconsistent data. When that happens, the EPC light comes on, and the car may lose throttle response or disable cruise control. To fix this, start by checking if your brake lights behave normally. If they stay on, flicker, or don't come on consistently, the switch is likely faulty. Replacing the brake light switch is straightforward. The switch is mounted at the top of the brake pedal arm, usually under the dashboard. Disconnect the electrical connector, rotate the switch to unlock it, and remove it. Before installing the new switch, make sure the brake pedal is fully released. Install the new switch according to the manufacturer's instructions, which often involves inserting it and allowing it to self-adjust when the pedal is pressed for the first time. Once installed, reconnect the connector and test the brake lights. Clear any stored fault codes and test drive the car. Many EPC problems disappear immediately after replacing this switch. Now let's move on to engine speed sensor issues, also known as crankshaft position sensor problems. This sensor tells the engine computer exactly where the crankshaft is and how fast it's spinning. Without this information, fuel injection and ignition timing become unreliable. On many VW and Audi models, this sensor fails due to heat. A classic symptom is a car that runs fine when cold, but once it warms up, it stalls, loses power, or refuses to restart until it cools down. To confirm this issue, scan the car for fault codes related to engine speed or signal loss. If the symptoms match, replacement is the fix. The sensor is usually mounted near the transmission bell housing or lower engine block. Disconnect the battery, unplug the sensor connector, and remove the retaining bolt. Gently pull the sensor out and install the new one with a light coat of oil on the O-ring, if applicable. Reconnect everything, clear the codes, and test drive. If the EPC light was caused by a signal dropout from this sensor, the issue should be resolved. Another major EPC trigger that causes a lot of confusion is low battery voltage or charging system problems. VW and Audi electronics are extremely sensitive to voltage fluctuations. A battery can still start the engine, but drop voltage just enough during cranking to confuse the control modules. When this happens, you may see EPC, ABS, traction control, and other warning lights appear randomly. Before replacing any expensive parts, test the battery properly. Check resting voltage, cranking voltage, and charging voltage with the engine running. If the battery is weak or old, replace it with the correct specification battery for your vehicle. On newer models, the battery may need to be coded to the vehicle using a scan tool, so the charging system knows how to manage it correctly. Once a healthy battery is installed and coded, clear the fault codes and drive the car. Many intermittent EPC issues vanish after fixing voltage problems. Wiring issues are another common cause, especially around the throttle body connector. Engine vibration and heat can cause the metal terminals inside the connector to loosen slightly over time. This creates intermittent signal loss that triggers EPC faults, especially under acceleration. To fix this properly, inspect the throttle body connector closely. If you see damaged pins, loose terminals, or corrosion, the connector needs repair. The correct repair involves using factory-style repair wires with proper crimping and heat shrink seals. This ensures a solid, vibration-resistant connection. Once repaired, clear the codes and test drive. In some cases, heavy carbon buildup on intake valves can also contribute to EPC issues. This is especially common on direct injection engines. When intake valves are heavily coated in carbon, airflow becomes restricted. The engine computer may see implausible airflow readings that don't match throttle position, triggering the EPC light. The proper fix here is intake valve cleaning, often done using walnut blasting. This restores proper airflow and resolves correlation issues that no amount of sensor replacement will fix. Now let's talk about what to do after repairs. Once the faulty part is fixed, always clear the fault codes and test drive the vehicle under different conditions. Idle, light throttle, highway driving, and acceleration should all feel smooth and responsive. The EPC light should stay off. If it comes back, rescan the car and review the new fault data. EPC problems are all about signal agreement. The code and freeze frame data will always point you toward the part that isn't behaving as expected. The biggest mistake people make with EPC lights is replacing parts without diagnosing the root cause. Throttle bodies, pedal assemblies, and engine computers are expensive, and many times they're not the problem at all. Understanding how the EPC system works allows you to approach the repair logically instead of emotionally. So to wrap it all up, the EPC light on VW and Audi vehicles usually comes down to throttle body issues, brake light switch failure, engine speed sensor problems, voltage instability, wiring faults, or airflow problems caused by carbon buildup. Each of these has a clear repair path once identified. If this video helped you understand and fix your EPC issue, make sure to subscribe to Auto V Fix for more step-by-step automotive repair guides. Drop a comment below with your car model and symptoms, and I'll see you in the next one.